The Baltimore County Flag Football League is filled with a lot of D3 Baltimorean teams who left bringing their football talent and skills to the Baltimore fields. In this episode, the main focus is on the 2025 flag football journey of 4 teams: Juice, Weapon X, TFK, and OTF. You'll get to see how their year started, the changes that took place throughout the year, and who remained together in the end. These 4 teams are known for being fiery, loud, aggressive, and passionate. They've been around the past few years and been through many ups and downs that comes with playing an 8-man flag football. These teams have experienced wonderful and unforgettable moments, but also moments that brought stress, frustration, and disbandment. Around this time last year, Baltimore 8-man D3 teams Juice, Weapon X, and TFK were preparing for DMVFFL's Nitro Tournament, which took place the first weekend of March. Juice was coming off from a pretty good fall season in the Baltimore County Flag Football League Upper Division, as they became one of the top teams and made it all the way up to the championship game.
Alright, y'all just won your 2 first games of the season. How you feeling?
Shit. Tired. Feeling good. We've been working on this all season. Hold on. Hey, we've been working on this all season.
This is what we needed.
Bro, we making changes, we getting better. And we can only expect the same from our opponents. So respect the Cycles, respect TFK, everybody else that's coming in the future weeks. But we all trying to hit winning chip. We all trying to bread down.
Juice,
we stepping. We stepping. We coming. We not the same team. We coming.
Championship time now. We worked too hard for this. Hard work, dedication, blood, sweat, and tears. Here we go.
But unfortunately lost to D2 comp team, the Disciples.
Do something! Hey, money.
They also played in the DC Waffle League and made it to the championship game there as well, but lost to Team Hustle. Their 2024 spring season was their second season in the upper division and was not as successful as their 2024 fall season. But that year they proved you might not start the year off as one of the top teams, but you can certainly finish as one. In the midst of it all, there were a few problems within the young team during that year, but during the winter off-season, they decided to keep the team together and give it another shot. As for Weapon X, they were coming off a high from just becoming Baltimore County's Flag Football League Lower Division 2024 champions. This accomplishment instilled more confidence and motivation within the team. When the Nitro Tournament came around, they still had their former Bowie State quarterback Larry, who helped them become champions back in the fall. Larry was previously with D3 Baltimore team OTF and led them to the 2024 semifinals before leaving during the summer to join Weapon X. TFK had just experienced their first 2 seasons in the upper division back in 2024 after becoming the 2023 lower division champions. For it being their first year in upper division, they did pretty well compared to other D3 teams' first year experience. Back then, TFK rolled with a pretty big team full of talent on both sides of the ball. They also had some of the best receivers and managed to keep the same quarterback Maul, throughout each season. In spring 2004, TFK also joined the DC Waffle League in the lower division. They struggled getting everyone to show up every week and decided later to just stick to one league during the time. The following year during Nitro, you started to see some players didn't continue on with them in the new year, and players from different Baltimore teams joined them during the off-season. In the past, TFK had some differences within the group, but always managed to keep it together and make sure their chemistry stayed strong on the field. The first day of DMVFFL's Nitro Tournament, Juice was sent home late that afternoon. They lost their first game, won their second, and then lost their final game of the day. Problems and frustration continued to brew within the team that day and even led to one of the players attacking another teammate. Weapon X and TFK had completely different experiences their first day. They ended their day with much more success as they took over the Bowie fields. It was certainly like a party on the field for Weapon X. They filled the field with high energy and dominated.
For real. Then we rush. For real!
Unfortunately, their party came to an end the next morning. Weapon X lost their first game of the morning to TFK. TFK lost against DC team YCN, and then lost to a Virginia team in the semifinals.
Take over your trap. Steve.
A few weeks later, the Baltimore County Spring League began, and there were major changes with teams Juice and TFK. Juice merged with D3 team Tri-State Bullies, and together they were Tri-State Juice. Though they had a pretty good season together, more problems arose as a few Juice players became not the biggest fan of the merge. Most merges don't work out due to a lot of changes and reduced playing time for some players. This seemed to occur during Tri-State Juice's games and tournaments. Later that spring, there were already talks about some of them leaving. But before the summer off-season, they did manage to get a big win. Juice wasn't only playing in the Baltimore County League that spring, they also played in DC's Inter-City Flag Football League. Playoffs fell on the same day for both leagues, and Juice figured they had a better shot at becoming champions in the DC League, and they were right. After years of striving to become champions, the time had finally came as they became ICFFL's Spring 2025 champions. Tri-State Juice's next appearance together was during UFFL's Virginia Beach tournament later that month. A lot of the Juice players did not attend, and many wondered if Juice was done. Tri-State Juice was spattered together one last time during Baltimore County's Flag Football League Battle of Baltimore tournament back in August. They made it to day 2, but early Sunday morning, they lost to DC team Hustle. Not only did Juice and Tri-State Bullies separate after the tournament, but sadly, Juice disbanded and were no longer a team. During the fall season, they all branched off and joined different teams in the Baltimore League.
MSP, baby.
Ah! We got practice?
Yeah, we decided.
Lately, there have been rumors that Juice just might come back this year, but nothing has been confirmed.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Juice on me. Juice on 3. 1, 2, 3. Juice.
As for TFK, they lost even more players by the time the spring season arrived. Majority of their former players formed their own team called 410 Jack Boys. These two teams shared a lot of experiences on the field and performed well together. They celebrated many wins together. So it was definitely sad seeing them apart.
You know what I'm saying? So other than that, we doing good, you know.
Both teams did the best they could separately during their spring season.
Hey, y'all. Let's go.
They managed to win a few games. When it was time for them to go against each other, TFK was the one who ended up with the win. Before playoffs, TFK merged with Team Lights Out for DMVFFL's East Coast Nationals. They performed great together, and the idea of merging came about. During playoffs, TFK won their first game against the Strikers, but lost their second game to UT Savages. Fast forward to August, TFK, 410 Jack Boy, and Lights Out joined together as they attended the Battle of Baltimore tournament. They made it to day 2. They won their first 2 games against Darkside and the newly merged Team TOK Strikers, but had their second loss of the weekend after facing DC team Hustle. After Battle of Baltimore, the fall season quickly arrived, and as TFK gained more players from Lights Out, who disbanded and joined other teams, TFK lost even more of their original players to 410 Jack Boys. Unfortunately, after years of building and fighting to keep TFK as a team, they ended up having a rough season and losing more and more players. While 410 Jack Boys started thriving even more in the upper division, TFK had a different experience. TFK only won 1 game that season, which was their first game against TOK Strikers. They felt excited and confident about the new season and the new merge with a few of Lights Out's players.
Alright, you guys, so you guys just won your first game of the season. How are you guys feeling?
I feel good. I feel so good. I feel like we locked in. It's the first game. We got a long way to go, but we come out playing like this, it's gonna be a tough season for the rest of everybody else.
Yeah, it's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of drama in this offseason, so it just feel good to get it done. You feel me? This guy right here brings every team he wants.
This man, but he balls.
We just want to take one game at a time. and don't take nothing for granted, and just want to get better every week. We playing a long game. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I just appreciate my guys.
How do you guys think it's going to be different this season compared to last season?
We got a lot of experience on our team. A lot of experience. We got a lot of guys that are playing for a long time. And the new thing on our team is that we just trusting the process. So as long as we stick to the plan, we can't fail.
How about you guys' merge? How is that also helping you guys out this season?
It helped us out with, I feel like it taught me a lot of lessons. Getting a lot of advice from even people in this league and other guys and guys who won championship teams in the past and stuff. And like one thing they said was like, you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. A lot of things going to happen. There's going to be a lot of changes. And I feel like we needed a game like this to get everybody back reinvigorated. Not saying we weren't ready for the game, but just, get the juices flowing and get back moving. So I appreciate everybody who on our team. And I feel like we're not a big bunch no more, but we're a strong bunch. So we ready for it.
That was one of their final moments together before things took a turn. Fast forward to later that fall, they went against DMV D2 comp team Neighborhood Bullies, and they barely had enough players to play. But they did what they knew best, and that was to fight. TFK fought hard as they could, but took a tough loss against Neighborhood Bullies that day. It was painful to see a once large, strong, and talented team turned into something completely different. The small team did the best they could each week. More of the few players they did have left close to playoffs. TFK's last game of the year was against DMV Team 1 of 1 during playoffs. They spent another game fighting for a win, but unfortunately lost. The long season that came with a lot of hardship finally came to an end. As of now, there is no word on if they plan on attending the spring season, but the last time they played was during DMV Tap-In's Toys for Tot tournament back in December. They were seen with a few players from Weapon X. Some assumed that they might possibly merged, but those assumptions were never confirmed. Unfortunately, teams breaking up are common in 8-man, especially in D3. Some of the younger D3 teams struggle with keeping their team together, as players are still learning how to problem solve, adapt to change, and expressing their frustration in a healthier way. Every team has its own problems. No team is perfect. There are always times when people may feel unheard, annoyed, or defeated, and everyone handles these feelings differently. 8-man can definitely take a toll on you mentally. Some might switch from 8-man to small ball, and some might retire for their mental health. They also might not be the biggest fan of how their team is being ran. A portion might try to stay calm, optimistic, and stick it out with their team, while others might move on to a different team that might have more structure and more experienced team owners and coaches. Right before the spring season began, Weapon X were pretty excited about joining the upper division. They were ready to bring their skills, big energy, fun, and great TV vibes to the field. They showed no fear, even with their first game being against Baltimore's toughest upper division team, UT Savages. UT Savages wanted to give Weapon X a taste of what's it like being in the upper division, so they did not hold back. Weapon X fought hard and refused to give up or show any weakness. UT Savage continued on having their fun, and in the end, Weapon X took their first loss in the upper division.
For us, we know how to get hurt. We know how to get. Don't feel sorry for Weapon X. Please don't feel sorry for us. Please. We weren't. Our whole team went here. We don't care. We just came out. We played. Don't feel sorry for us.
After that game, a few players from Weapon X already started to leave after just one loss. The players who remained went against Team Lights Out the following week. Although they played well, they took their second loss of the season. Week by week, the high energy that they once had began to fade away. Their sidelines weren't as hype as they once were. Their excitement about the upper division grew into stress and frustration. Some did show up each week to fight to the end. They even began to win a few games. Weapon X's final moment in the upper division was during the spring playoffs. They won their first game of the morning against Crunch Time Demons. But lost their second game to the Disciples, officially ending the first season in the upper division. During the summer, their quarterback Larry went back to OTF, who were heading to the upper division later that fall. Weapon X did not attend the Battle of Baltimore tournament that year.
We ain't gone nowhere, we still in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? The X still here.
They also did not return to the upper division and decided to move back down to the lower division. They did end up winning majority of their fall season, but did not make it to the championship game during playoffs. After the season, a member from Weapon X confirmed that Weapon X was no longer a team. There is no word on if they plan on making a comeback this spring.
Hey, let's go. Let's get this photo.
As Weapon X left the upper division, OTF were preparing for the upper division and up for the challenge. Though they did not become Baltimore County's Flag Football League Spring 2025 champions, they still decided to advance to the next level for better competition and improve their skills. OTF isn't an easy team to go against, especially having Larry as their quarterback. This is another D3 team filled with great receivers, linemen, and a tough defense.
Alright, so it's you guys' first season in D1. How are you guys feeling about that?
Well, you know, we kind of have been building over the last season, so I think we actually at our point of, you know, accelerating to the next level. So that's why we made the jump to D1. And I mean, we've been ready for it, but it's just the simple fact of, you know, trying to stepstone. We was trying to go D2, win the championship, you know. Some things, you know, things ain't happening like that, but, you know, we just thought this would be a better, you know, opportunity. We love the competition. That's one thing, and you know, it's more fast paced. So at the end of the day, yeah, I think this fit our criteria real good.
OTF lost their first game going against DC Team 1-1. But after week 1, they went on a winning streak. They won 4 games in a row, beating teams like DMV Team Built for Primetime, who are a pretty tough team.
In D1, it's been all love. Great game, great team. All love. Never stop playing to the clock hit 4-0.
Very excited. It was a comeback game. Like we had to come together as a team to actually win this game. Like, so it was amazing. Like this is what we come out here for. You know, just to ball out together as a family and, you know, do things that, you know, somewhat call it impossible, which we trying to do our first season in D1. So
OTF quickly became one of the top teams in the upper division, proving there is a chance to being on top as a new upper division team. By week 6, OTF's winning streak came to an end. Their quarterback Larry suffered from a hand injury and was unable to play for the rest of the season. Like many of the other teams, OTF struggled without having a quarterback. They lost against MSP 6-0 and then to the Disciples 22-0. OTF had to face UT Savages after their game against the Disciples. This was a game a lot of people couldn't wait to see because some players from both teams had been feuding on social media for a while. UT Savages beat OTF 20-0, which led to even more social media feud. OTF did manage to win their next and final game of the season against TFK. During the playoffs, they lost against the TLK Strikers, officially ending their first season in the upper division. 2 months later, OTF was one of the only 2 D3 teams who attended and represented for Baltimore during Nationals in Orlando. Quarterback Larry was no longer with them, and is rumored to be with D3 team 2X. OTF didn't have many players with them, but they still came down to represent. While down in Orlando, one of OTF's players mentioned how the team would love to see more of their D3 Baltimore peers attend Nationals. OTF won 2 out of 4 of their games down in Orlando due to forfeits. They lost their second game Friday morning to Ohio team Up Top Empire, and their final game Friday night. OTF remains a team still to today, and can be seen on the Baltimore fields again this year. These are just a few D3 teams who have experienced different highs and lows in 8-man flag football. Everyone's story is different, but they all play and love the same game. Stay tuned to see what happens this year with these players as they continue on with their flag football journey. Be on the lookout for more videos as there are more D3 team journeys to shed light on.